can count on.
It is about the power lines, and it is about public safety. It is about trying to keep it safe.
And NV Energy says to accomplish that, some trees along the Truckee River west of Reno need to come down. But homeowners are not happy about it. Both sides in our Channel 2 News Big Story at 5 o'clock. Now, at best, it's a balancing act to keep power lines protected and homeowners happy. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for being with us. I'm Kristen Remington.
And I'm Landon Miller. Now, this story includes concerns for wildlife, concerns for homeowners, concerns for our power lines, and really for public safety. Aaron Breen sets the scene for us tonight.
This area along the Truckee River just west of Reno is known as being a great area for taking hikes and for seeing wildlife out in the open. But NV Energy says a lot of these cottonwood trees that line the river are beginning to actually interfere with their transmission lines. And that's a concern for both the power company and the homeowners. Craig Libler has lived here along the Truckee River for 12 years. He loves the trees that he sees from his yard.
Some of them are beautiful trees that, as I'd mentioned, have, birds' nests, hawks, eagles, barn owls we've seen in there. Great horned owl was there, so really beautiful trees.
So when he got a letter from NV Energy saying that the trees were a safety concern for the power transmission lines here, he started asking questions.
I asked them what was going to be cut. They said any tree that has an X on it will be cut down, not trimmed, which as I went and looked at the trees directly behind my house was pretty much every one.
Not all. There's about 58 units.
This area is an easement owned by NV Energy.
We have a legal responsibility to keep our right-of-ways clear and safe.
In the past, these trees have been trimmed back to keep them from the transmission lines that are carrying 120,000 volts. And now, Young says, they've become a safety concern.
They provide certain benefits to wildlife. I get that, and I get the visual benefit that you have there. But the risk to the public, the risk of access for our crews to try and get to those poles and lines, it does pose a problem.
And he says reducing the threat of the trees that could fall on these lines will also reduce the threat of widespread power outages. Covering the story, Aaron Breen, Channel 2 News.
By the way, NV Energy plans to begin cutting down those trees next week.